Hello, everybody. Coach Karen here, owner of Kaia FIT Sierra, 4 studios in Rio Sparks for women's fitness and nutrition. And I'm here with Bianca, the founder of UVAL Care, to talk about tinctures, CBD tinctures. This is one method for CBD consumption, I guess I should say. And she's going to kind of walk through the tincture type products that UVAL offers that we will be offering as well, and from humans to animals as well. So take it away, Bianca.
Sounds good. Thanks so much for having me, Karen. I'm excited to be here. So you started out. Now, I want to point out why tinctures are a preferred method for me. And the reason is because you can increase by every single drop. And like, I want to really make this clear. So you have a bottle here, let's just say, and one dropperful, when you squeeze that, one dropperful is, it's different than one single raindrop, right? So now imagine how you can dial in a dose. And in the previous video, I was talking more about how we are all individual beings. We are all so different. So starting low and going slow to find your dose that works for you is everything. So I want to point out this card again because it's such a great tool it's called CBD 101 card. Karen has them in the studio. Now, even if you have products at home, really follow it and increase your dose if they are tinctures. But tinctures are superior because of you being able to increase it like gradually. So what would happen if you would use the full dropper? Nothing. And I mean, you might be a little bit more sleepy. Usually that's what it does when you are using more CBD. It can have very relaxing effects, but in smaller amounts are usually more active. So this is an important part to know that CBD is not for making you sleepy. It's really important to know that it can make you a very functional being. It's just, what's your dose? Maybe at nighttime, you actually think you want to use a little bit more if you need that extra relaxation. But if you use the CBD tinctures morning and evening, which I always highly recommend to do it at least twice a day, you don't even have to, your balance will just go, your body will just go into balance. So it's not that you have to increase, but because we have tinctures, we can actually create that. Now you can dial your dose in, and that's really very important. I have 4 different products, and I want to talk about them. So now when I get to know somebody, I always ask with some questions. What do they want to work? Maybe Karen, would you be my, do you want to share with me what you would want to work on? Just that is most important for you that you want to, and then I can sort of explain to the listener and to the watcher, like how I would get more information from the individual to then suggest the better product. So if what is it for you that you want to work on that you could see yourself getting improved?
Well, I think there's two different points that I would be up for working on. One, I work out of Kaia, so I get sore. So obviously, I get a little sore in general. I don't have any old injuries, but the older I get, the more my knee will start talking to me. There's that. And stress happens. So relaxation and being able to de-stress a little bit is something that I would be interested in as well.
Sounds good. So now this is another really important part. I see people all the time, they think CBD is only for sick people or for old people. No, it's like we can use CBD and benefit from it. So for example, for you, because you feel like you're a very active person, to just dial in your maybe I think you're a very focused person, but even to just dial that concentration in so you don't get into overwhelm, like we all do, it's just like life, trying to juggle a lot of things. But how can we do this most elegant? So for you, I would recommend the focus. And the focus, the reason why I would want you to start with that, it has the most balanced plant compounds. So all my tinctures have 5% of CBD, and then they have CBG, CBC, and CBN. Actually, only the sleep tincture has the CBN and doesn't have the CBC. So for you, it would be really mainly the focus twice a day, and definitely the topicals. You want to, and I will talk about this in another video, but topicals too, because you get the cannabinoids right there to your muscles where you need it, so you can self-repair faster. But if we use it internally, it because CBD is such a strong anti-inflammatory and anti-anxiety, antidepressant, and it's just like it works with pain receptor sites, so it really helps to reduce your inflammation and just switch from being like on overdrive all the time and just like turn it down a little bit. I had this one of my customers, she says, "Oh, I love it. I love how the tincture works for me." And I ask her, "So how do you describe it?" And she says that the radio noise in the background just turned down. So she felt like, she sort of like she was just able to relax a little bit more, but still have the drive to get everything done. So that's really important. So,
and there are 4 types of tinctures, correct? There's
yes. Thank you for saying that. So let's say somebody approaches me and they just got over an injury or they are dealing with something chronic. I would guide them to the Relief, to the yellow bottle, and it has 5% CBD, 5% of the CBG, because CBG is a strong anti-inflammatory, and there's a little bit of essential oils. Now, when it comes from the plant, you talk about it, that there are terpenes. So the Relief has a terpene, it's called myrcene, and that is sometimes now some people the effect that it can have, that it's a little bit sedative, but it definitely works on pain as well. So whenever people have chronic issues, like there's like, it doesn't go away, like use the Relief, because it really helps to reduce inflammation and address your chronic issue. The other thing I wanted to point out, though, because this is the highest amount of the CBG in the Relief. CBG is the mother of all plant compounds. That's where everything else comes from. And it's when the plant is the most vibrant and strong. So when I experienced CBG for the first time, I also felt the mood enhancing, or it's so uplifting. I really, I like the high. Now, I mean, all of them have CBG, but this has the highest amount. And as when we have experienced pain or an injury, it's like it weighs on us. It's sort of like we also have to lift our mood a little bit in order to get out of that pain cycle. And that's what the Relief does. And then we have the Relax. So when people have a very hyper nervous system, I just guide them to the Relax. It has 5% CBD, 4% CBG, and 2% CBC. And I haven't spoken about CBC. So there are several studies now that speak about how it has anti-anxiety and antidepressant property. But the more I learn about it, and now the more information I gather, they are all very similar. It's just like, the more plant compounds you can have, your body sort of reacts to it, and you find and you find what ratio is best for you. That's why I created these different ratios. Yeah. So so this is the relax, and it really helps to reduce your anxiety, but also your hyper active nervous system. And then last but not least, we have the sleep aid, right? So many people encounter sleep issues. You know, the sleep thing, the sleep tincture is, now people come to me and they say, oh, I cannot sleep. I just want to use something for sleep, right? Give me that one that that makes me sleep. So this is the only one that has CBN in it, and CBN has sedative qualities. So you know, everybody has their own way of going forward with cannabinoid therapy and their exploration. I always recommend using it twice a day, but you cannot do that with the sleep. It's only for sleep, right? So then if they are open for the idea, then I suggest one of the other tinctures. Now, the focus, the relief, or the relax, all daytime tinctures, and the sleep is really only for nighttime. So my recommendation is always using it at least twice a day, just because these plant compounds, they work in your body like 6 to 8 hours. You really want to not let your endocannabinoid system down. You want it to be active, and so that the real healing starts, not just masking a symptom. We really, as more you use it over time, your symptoms like migraines, back pain, once you find your dose, they should reduce. So, and at least stick with that, at least for a month, even better 2 months. And then if you want to see how it goes, to not use it, people see, like, oh, because you forget, it becomes your new status quo. It's like, I don't really know what I'm feeling anymore. But when in the moment you stop taking it, you will see it's like, whoa, it's slightly different. But your continuous use of CBD on a regular basis will improve and diminish your symptoms. And then you sort of, it's not like you just masking it, you're really improving your repair system. So I wanted to point out that these are the 1 ounce bottle. And I also have smaller sizes for you guys to try it out. It's a little bit more affordable. You can check it out, and then you don't have to put in
smaller investment.
Smaller investment. Exactly. So so these were my tinctures, and I'm a huge I love animals. So I have 2 horses and 1 dog, and I was creating these products. It was really important to me that I also could cater to my animals. And so I have a border collie, but he's very young. He only gets it once in a while when he hurt sometimes he digs a lot and he breaks his nail. And then it's really hurting. So it helps him to stay calm. Usually younger animals, until they don't really need it. It's the same for children. When children are healthy and fit, we don't need to, now they have a healthy self-repair system going. But when we get into with animals like around 5 or 6 years old, it's more the middle of their lives. That's a really good thing to start a preventative measure. And I've seen incredible effects with dogs that have signs of arthritis, or even you take your dog and you're going for a run and you really you went far, and how can if you give your dog a little bit of the CBD, it will also help the recovery time, which is the same for us. But dogs really benefit from CBD tinctures very much.
Would you recommend the dog version just for pain relief and inflammation, or would it also be like for anxiety too?
Oh,
Because, you know,
very good question. Thanks for asking that. Absolutely. Like it's so now we are all mammals, right? As much as CBD can help us with anxiety, and now it really helps animals when even when you move, when there is fireworks, if the dog is not or the animal is not on it on a regular basis because maybe he doesn't need it, but to have that in your medicine cabinet to help him to reduce the anxiety or it now help it to reduce the anxiety is really a great tool for that.
nice.
Yeah. So anyway, I also I used to have a cat. It passed away, but I
Yes.
have a smaller one for cats. Let me see, actually,
Oh, super cute.
for cats. And as I was sharing with you guys, I also have horses.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my old guy, he is like, I don't know, he's ancient, and he is very arthritic, and it's incredible. I took him off the regular pain medication that I had him on for years, and he's now just on the CBD. And it's been really incredible to see the how mobile he is and how quality of life for him is huge. And for my mare, who is a Polish Arabian, I don't know if that tells you anything, but she has a lot of energy, and she's a red mare, so she quite often beat up my old guy. And so that's not happening anymore because I found the sweet spot for her where she's just like, she's not like sedated at all. She still has her power and her energy. It's just like she's not prone to kicking or being a little
Feisty.
very feisty. So it really has helped with that. Yeah. Yeah, these are my products, and there's more. There are also topicals and gummies, and now I will talk about them in another video. But thanks for listening. I'm so excited. You guys are curious about CBD and want to learn more about it. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And we don't currently have the horse tincture on our order form, but if that is something that you guys want, just put a little message in the bottom form field where it says comments in case you need double of anything or whatever you want to order. If you want that horse tincture, just let me know in the little comments field at the end of the order form, and I'm happy to provide that to you as well. All right. Thanks, guys.